videographers around the world. This success story that you're about to hear makes me so happy. It is with Josiah Martin from Alaska, who was able to build his video business to over $30,000 per month and is now at a stage where he says, I love my life. So get inspired. All right, thank you for taking the time, Josiah. I would love, before you begin, that you introduce yourself really quick, like where you're from and how long you've been making videos for.
Yeah, my name's Josiah Martin, and I'm a videographer up here in Kenai, Alaska, small little town. There's about 20,000 people here in this area, and I started my video production business 7 years ago.
7 years ago, okay. And when you joined VBA, that was in May 2023, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
What kind of level were you at with your video business back then?
So I had closed the previous year on $250,000. So I was hitting some months where I was at, 20K. I think my best month maybe might have had 125K month, but I was hovering, more in like the 15,000 a month range. So when we got started, yeah, that was what I was about. I was pretty happy with that. That was huge. I had just hired my first employee about 4 months before I signed on with VBA.
Okay, nice. And now, a year later, or a little bit over a year later, what is the current situation?
Yeah, so now we've been able to been closing quite a few 30,000K months. And yeah, we're sitting at about 300K for the year. Hoping I can hit maybe 325 to close this year off.
Nice, cool. And obviously, I mean, we've discussed this just before. There are things that have worked out for you. There are things that haven't worked out for you. I want to share everything so that people who watch this are literally seeing the full picture, right? But what would you say had the biggest impact on you now being at a level where you're consistent? And I wanna just say that again. What you told me before, that you love your life, like things are going great. What has had that impact on you?
Yeah, honestly, when I first got through the program, there's sales mindset, there's growth mindset, and a lot of that is surrounding just being a successful business owner and just sharpening your focus on what you're doing well and maybe what you're not, and just hyper focusing on what to continue to improve on. And one thing that VBA helped me improve on was the sales process. And when they created that kind of structure and framework for me to have a sales call, take a discovery call, take really good notes, and then create a pitch deck based on that. And creating that pitch deck, I mean, overnight they said you need to be doubling your prices, and so I doubled my prices, and that was a huge factor in taking on bigger clients with more videos involved with it. But I was able to focus on one big client and take them on a video marketing strategy instead of just, oh, here's a cool video for someone that asked me to make a video for them, and a couple of $1,000 or $2,000 for that. So yeah, the success, I think, hugely was in part with the structure and the pitch decks. That gave me a lot of confidence.
Got it. Now, somebody's watching this, a videographer, filmmaker, somewhere on this planet is watching this, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, they just told you to double your prices, and you did it." I mean, that sounds too easy, too good to be true, basically. How did your clients react when you increase your prices drastically?
Yeah. Well, I think that the structure of the pitch deck stepped up the level of production that I was offering. So I doubled my prices, but I also created more of an experience for my clients. And yeah, sure, like if you look down at the pennies and sense like, oh, did they get twice as much value out of it? Well, who's to say? But I was all in on one client, giving them my full attention to make sure that this video was as good as it could be. I scripted the video out. And then I made sure that they were equipped to take this video over to the finish line and actually execute it. Because when you're juggling a whole bunch of small clients, like you can't necessarily give each client as much attention as you want at times. But this allowed me to do that. And honestly, the focus that it gave me when I doubled my prices, I was able to put a lot more time and resources into the videos, and my videos increased as well. They started looking a lot better. And yeah, I don't know. You can definitely see a difference in the videos I made from this year versus before I started the course.
Yeah, interesting. I had the same experience for myself. Like when I started charging more, I felt kind of like obligated to now deliver more value to the client, and then I put
Yeah.
even more effort into it and try to upgrade my skills. I'm guessing the same thing happened to you.
Yeah, I relate to
Did
that.
you before you used the VBA sales process and you started using discovery calls, strategy calls, pitch decks, etc. Did you send out quotes before?
Yeah, it was very like it was email based. Typically, had someone call me or send me an email. I'd have a little chat with them, or sometimes just fire back a quote from in an email and say, yeah, it'll be couple $1,500, $2,000.
And how often did you get ghosted on those emails?
Well, yeah, usually when they were reaching out to me, I mean, the weird thing is it's such a unique small town. So
Yeah,
I
true.
I don't feel like I got ghosted a ton. If someone was interested, I was one of the only options, if not the only option. So a lot of times we did it, but it's just um, yeah, I just wasn't selling very many videos.
Yeah. But are you like, do you feel like a sales guy now, or is it just a way more efficient way to sell, but you still feel the same way, like you're a video production company and you're providing a solution?
Yeah, exactly. I don't feel like a sales guy. I definitely push away from being pushy. And so yeah, I just feel like I have something. I've been able to hone in what my offering is, and that's really helped me sell it because I'm very clear on what I'm providing people.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. So basically, through the sales process, you got more efficient at doing it. You got, at the end of the day, you were able to raise your prices because your clients felt like it's more of a, or for the clients, it was just a better experience. And
Yeah.
you said one thing before, that caught my attention. You said when you land a client right now, you only work with that one client until the project is finished, or how does that work?
Yeah, not necessarily. I just was kind of mentioning like because it's a bigger project, I'm putting, a greater attention for that one client. So no, we'll get a client up and running. I'll do some scripting, and then I'm managing other clients, and we're doing revisions on old videos. And so yeah, there's still juggling 10 clients at a time, but yeah.
Got it. And before BBA, did you already have contracts in place? Did you do all the admin stuff?
Oh, we didn't really handle contracts. I just sent an invoice out, and
Yeah.
the contract was kind of the email. This is what you're going to get.
Are
Yeah.
you doing it now though?
Yeah, yep, yeah. We send off a contract for every one. I don't do it for like a family portrait session, but other than that, I do it all.
And how has that changed the business? Like, was this like an easy change to implement in terms of did it add a level of transparency to the client where they knew exactly what to expect and you know what to expect? Or was it more of friction that was added?
No, I didn't get any friction, and with the e-sign on Adobe, like it was actually really easy. I think in my mind, contracts are one extra step that are kind of a pain. Um, but I just had my employee create the contracts and send them off, and they got them back really quick. And um, yeah, I definitely think it brings people up on the same page. And we're actually working with a lawyer right now on producing some videos for him. And the contract was a must for this client.
Oh yeah,
He's like, yeah, we gotta have a contract.
for every
So it's
client.
yeah.
Um, let's say somebody like the person that watches this right now is a videographer, filmmaker. They're struggling, right? They're making probably like two, three, maybe 4K a month, maybe even five or six, but they're not where they want to be. And they're listening to this conversation and they see you and they go like, "Holy shit! How does Josiah make like 30K a month? How is this possible?" What would you say to a filmmaker, videographer who is in that position?
Yeah, gosh, you got to put in the time. I mean, I was 3 years into my business when I probably made $80,000 my third year of business. So it takes time to get your business up and establish and get name recognition and word of mouth. But if you want to increase and scale beyond that quicker than what it takes just to do word of mouth, it's time to jump on VBA. They've got a great sales tactic. They've got coaches that are come alongside you and analyze your business, make sure that you're doing everything that you can to get your name out there, and land bigger projects. So I I definitely, yeah, stand behind the program. I think that they do a great job. I learned a lot, and it's made an impact in my business.
That's good to hear. Appreciate it. Um, there's one thing I wonder. There's always these kind of the keyboard warriors. They go like, yeah, but this can't be like how can it be that this guy just met this other guy on the internet, like Josiah guy met Nick guy on the internet, and now suddenly everything works smoother, everything is easier. Like this must be a paid actor, whatever. In order to make this legitimate, where can people find you online?
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, you can search up on Facebook. My name is Josiah Dean Martin. And you'll find me on Facebook making these videos based on what I learned in the course, trying to position myself as a video marketing expert. So that way people locally think about me when they think about making a video. So that's my Facebook. And if you Google Martin Media, I think you'll find two options. One is in Alaska, one is in Virginia or something. So yeah, Martin Media in Alaska, martinmedia.us. That's me.
Nice. Good. Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
sharing. Thank you for sharing. Hope it inspires a lot of people who watch this. And yeah, one last thing I wanna hear from you is what would you tell that person that's struggling as some words of wisdom slash inspiration?
Yeah, I think this fast-paced world there puts a lot of pressure on if you learning new information and you got to implement it tomorrow and it's got to make a drastic impact and if it doesn't, then like you're doing something wrong. And I think you got to take a longer look at it, zoom out a little bit and give yourself perspective, which I think this course does offer you. But yeah, take a step back and look at the projects that you've done, the success that you've done. You are on your way as a growing filmmaker, and you have great skills and tools and value to provide people. So make sure you understand what your value is, and then go off and help people and provide great value. And if you can bring their business up in a meaningful way, they're going to be glowing, raving, and it's only going to benefit you in the future.
Nice.
So keep that.
100% agree. All right, man. Thanks for taking the time and keep crushing.
Hey, thanks a lot, Nick. Talk to you later.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you get a lot of inspiration from it. Check out what Josiah does. Now, if you're a videographer who wants to scale his business or her business and you want to finally learn how to land clients consistently, how to get premium clients and how to get paid what you're worth, then I've got something for you. You can go click the link in the description below and check out the free training where I teach you exactly that. And then you also have the opportunity to book a call with my team. I'll see you there.